to get back to this question dahil po it's very it really raised significant concern in terms of our constitution because it really undermines the rule of law. Yung
Sagot namin kanina, I will be very brief about it kasi nagsalita na po kami. Kung hindi nakikita ng Pangulo na may problema rito sa ginagawa ng kanyang sekretary, ay malaki ang problema natin talaga. Kasi as a qualified political agent, the President has the prerogative to review, revise, amend, reverse, set aside any act of the cabinet secretary concerned being the alter ego of the President. Kapag kinokondone na niya yan, sinasanctionan na niya yan, he becomes complicit in the commission of a violation of law. So talagang may problema na tayo. We are becoming a government not of laws but of men, na ang batas ay kung anong sabihin ng isang tao. Yan po ang delikado dyan. These encroachments, small encroachments upon the rule of law, pag nagtagal-tagal po yan, mawi-whittle away, dahan-dahan, kinakain, parang anay. Before we know it, yung structure that we call the rule of law, ay babagsak na po yan, magko-collapse na po yan. Lahat tayo matatabunan yan.
Sir,
Yes, Secretariat.
this is how powerful media really is, no? It was just a few, I think mga 1 hour lang nasabi natin yung Republic Act 7438. At saka under Section 4, kung hindi tayo bigyan ng access, no, at palaging i-deny, mag-merit yan ng penalty of imprisonment of 8 years to 10 years. Tsaka sa isa din, permanent absolute disqualification. Tsaka doon din sa isa, at least 4 years to 6 years. Eh, meron na, lumabas na. No? Ganda. Oo. Andyan na. Diniklara na nila.
So, inamin na
Kibuloy
nila.
is co-accused in police custody. So, authorities caught Pauline Canada co-accused of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy at her residence in Emily Homes, Buhangin, Davao City on Thursday, July 11. Tapos ngayon,
sa bahay siya nahuli.
sa bahay siya, at her residence in Emily Homes.
In other words, hindi nagtago.
Hindi nagtago. Tapos dito, identified Region 11's top 6 most wanted, Canada faces charges related to trafficking in persons. A joint operation conducted by the Police Regional 11, Special Action Force, and Criminal Investigation and Detection Group 11 led to her arrest at around 2 p.m. No. Canada is detained at the Buhangin Police Station pending further investigation of official statements from PRO 11. Imagine ha, 1 o'clock siya nadakip, alas 12 na dineclare. No? Alas 11.
Alas 11 ng hating gabi.
Alas 11 ng hating gabi. Oo, so ano kayang ginawa niya for 11 hours or 10 hours, no? So at least ngayon, ito ang power ng SMNI, no? Kasi nakita siguro nila, no ba? Delikado pala nito.
Meron palang video.
Meron palang video. So, at least, diniklaran na, okay pala si Ma'am Pauline. At least, nakita namin buhay. Salamat po, alhamdulillah.
May I add something, no? May I add something?
Yes, Doc.
Si Pauline kasi tinatanong kasi ni Bongbong Marcos, ano daw yung motives, di ba? Tanong natin, anong motives mo dito? Yung panggigipit mo kay Pastor. It's political. Of course, there's America there. You're a lapdog of the Americans. But it's also political. Therefore, marami kang dinadawit na inosente dito. Looking at that mugshot of Pauline breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. And I want to remind this president and everyone that's complicit in this injustice that you're doing to KOJC, what you're committing is a blood crime. And you're not going to get past it. Magbabayad kayo dyan. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Rain.
Daya,
Yes, Sir
may
Jay.
tanong lang ako, sandali. Kay Dr. Badoy. Kasi siya doktor dito eh. Alam mo, ang tagal ko nang iniisip ito, hindi ko, at sa tagal ko na sa media, hindi ko pa rin mawari kung bakit nangyari itong lahat ng ito. Kasi kung tutuusin mo, nung tumatakbo si Mr. Marcos, darating dito sa KOJC, hating gabi, hapon, umaga, pabalik-balik. humihingi ng tulong sa Kingdom Nation kay Pastor Kibuloy. Binigyan siya ng pagkakataong makapagsalita on nationwide and worldwide television sa isang presidential debate. In other words, wala akong makita. It is, ewan ko kung tama ito, attorney, ha? I think it is beyond the commerce of man, no? Itong nangyayari na yung taong lahat ng pagkakataong binigay sa iyo, ngayon ay, ginigipit mo. Gusto mong mabilanggo, pagkatapos naglagay ka ng pabuya, sinasabi mo lumabas ka para patayin ng mga dahil na may pabuya. So, I don't know, anong psychological o mental makeup ng mamang ito? Doc.
You know what I think? I think he's an empty vessel. Walang character itong taong ito. Now you look at him and he's really empty. He's vacuous. There's nothing in his head, nothing in his heart, nothing in his mind. Pastor was the kindest to him. When in SMN, I treated him with respect. In fact, no other media company treated him with respect. In fact, he was called plunderer's son, etc. No, so you're asking me, no, bakit siya ganyan, 'di ba? Ano yung character nito? Again, it always comes back to me, the drug use, no? That's really, it's something that I cannot escape. I know people don't like to talk about it, no, but I cannot help but think about it because I look at him and how do you become that empty, such an empty vessel that it's not just pastor, no, but if you look at him now, you study him now, his fiercest and most bitter enemies are people who trusted and loved him, who gave their all to him. And why is that? Because as soon as they won, nilaglag nila sila, no? He turned his back on them without any thank you. In fact, in Okada, where Pastor spent 5,000 a plate for his party of around 100 people, 3 times, he never said thank you, no? Apart from 5,000 a plate, apart from the fact that elitists are really like that, no? Kala nila utang na loob, they feel entitled to it. I am looking at Bongbong Marcos and what I see is an empty vessel. He's soulless, he's heartless, he has no mind of his own, he's a puppet. And what comes to me is maybe that drug use, and also because that entitlement, which gets back to me, tingnan niyo yung mga anak ninyo. You think it's worth it? You stole billions, blood money, and look at your progeny, no? Such losers.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lorraine. May gusto po pong magdagdag? All right. Now, let's move on to another reporter na magtatanong din. Kasama din natin si Jason Rubrico.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to address this question po sa ating mga legal counsel, sa ating mga lawyers, because recently, si Interior Secretary Ben-Hur Abalos, in a radio interview, claimed that the Kingdom of Jesus Christ last June 10, 2024, used children as human shields during po sa sinagawa po nilang operation. What is your response to these allegations?
Well, human shield is actually a term which is usually used in times of war, no? When the attacker launches an attack as against a civilian population or maybe the enemy, gagamitin yung mga bata as human shields. Hindi naman giyera ito eh. Hindi giyera, they were implementing a warrant of arrest. And had the warrant of arrest rules, no? Rule 113, Section 11 been followed, wala sanang kaguluhan na nangyari na ganun. Kung nagpaalam sila ng maayos doon sa KOJC administrator na si Presidente Rodrigo Duterte, kasi wag nila kalimutan na yung mga facilities po ng Kingdom ay tirahan din ng mga members. So normal lang na may mga bata doon. So they should have considered that in their plan of operation. Tinawag pa naman nilang Oplan Parokya. So kaya nga ang sabi ko, nung pinaka-comment ako doon, was there failure of intelligence? Ang sabi ko doon, lack of intelligence eh. Oo. There was really lack of intelligence kasi hindi nila na-consider na yung mga facilities po na inatake nila, no? Nabisitahan na nila previously, no? At wala naman si pastor doon, ay tirahan din ng mga miyembro. Siyempre may mga bata. Oo. Saan naman yung mga bata? Bigla na lang sila umatake doon. Akala ng mga bata, sino yun? Nagkataon na nandun yung parents nila, sasama sa parents nila. Kasalanan ba ng mga miyembro na yung mga bata nila nandun? Nandun sila nakatira No? They were not used as human shields. They were simply there because they are living there. They reside there. That is their domicile. Yan po ang katotohanan po dyan.
Please add, okay? You know the thing with Benher Abalos, no? He can say anything that he wants to say, but those videos don't lie. It's really it really is the age of information, and you have to get that already, no? Did you see those photos? And again, I want to go back to those two indigenous peoples who died, our brothers and sisters. Dalawa namatay. And we have to keep on underlining that so that they know, no, that Bongbong Marcos, Benher Abalos have blood on their hands.
Saka under international humanitarian law, yung human shield na yan, ginagamit yan in IHL. Phrase yan siya that word or that phrase is usually used in times of war nga. Wala namang gira dito sekretary naman. Ikaw naman nagbibiro ka siguro.
Ang pupulpul talaga ng mga ito.
Attorney.
Pasensya na. Nagbaka, naaalimpungatan.